Good morning, Johannesburg, South Africa. Oh, wait. Sun's up, I can actually see where I am. I'm somewhere in Malaysia. Oh boy, 23 kilometers, and this is the only opportunity that I've gotten so far to actually start off the day. It has been an insane morning, and I've been up since 3 o'clock. I woke up early due to the toxic environment where I was sleeping. The walls were probably made out of paper and then they just plastered over them. You could hear everything going on. Probably sleep all day and then they're just mucking about all night. Drivers are toxic. They're India toxic. You know, they think that white line over there is got spikes in it, so if they go close to it they're going to get a puncture. You know, so most of them are just those selfish cunts that won't even give you a little bit of a grace. They intercepted my master route, and I will be making my way to an interesting place. It is a old colonial establishment formed by the British, and it's got a mixture of Chinese and Indian, so it's going to be an interesting place. It is an island, so I should get on a ferry and make my way over to the island, and I'll spend the day there, maybe 2 nights. I'll see how the day goes, and then do some exploring. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. The place that I stayed at had no soundproofing, more like sound amplifiers. You could hear every single creak, every door opening, every toilet flushing. The extractor fan in the toilet couldn't switch off even though it had a switch. The lights from underneath the door, from the corridor, a blue light, the chime that the elevator would play. The entry door into the hotel would also just play one of those annoying chimes when somebody walks through. You pay to sleep at a place but you don't get any sleep. So yeah, that's frustrating, and it just saps all of the joy out of it. I'm just going to push through and see how the place unfolds. I'm so close to just stop recording and just push through all of the shit, but you know what, hey, we're going to see it all. I don't want to forget about all the shit times. You know, I came here to see everything, and I'm going to see everything. So I'll upload all these videos. You can hear me cursing and swearing, so be it. You know, you want to see a reflection of a place while I'm the mirror, so be it. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat the place for the audience. You know, my audience is myself. When I'm too old, you know, to do anything, and I can look back on these videos, and for my family and friends, you know, that's all that matters. Yeah, let's just continue this. The road has gotten a bit better, but I'll be going through a place called Butterworth, and that seems like that place could pick up a bit. And then the island where I'm going to is Penang, if that's how you pronounce it. And it's got a town on it called Georgetown. Now that's that old British settlement, trade hub. So we'll see what it looks like there. And like I said before, there was also quite a lot of influence of Chinese and some Indian. So let's go check it out. Yeah, you get these oaks, you know, that drive in the opposite direction. Like really, this is it, you know. Like this is a good part of the road that I can actually film. It's difficult to even try to come up with some type of story, or you know, keep the narrative going, the plot of the story. But it's the crap roads, so that's basically it. I passed a couple of Chinese little temples that I would have liked to have stopped by, but I don't feel like doing it, you know. You just want to push through. This is the only road through. You know, the rest of it is just the estuaries and the rivers. And they couldn't be bothered building bridges. You have to go inland, and no, this is the quietest road that there is. You know, I'm sure there is smaller roads that you can take to try and cut through it, but inevitably you're going to have to come through these roads, and it will probably take you 10 times longer anyway. It's 8:45 in the morning and I've done 45 kilometers. I'm now on my way to the ferry that I can hopefully board quickly and get over to the island. Now I have planned this section on the map for me, and I'm just going to try and follow it as much as possible. That's my map, you know, it's a mixture of all kinds of orange and red roads. So let me try and see if I can get onto that ferry pretty easy. There's the ferry terminus. I think there's a bus station and a train station in there as well. I'll see if I can come through here. See if the security guard will let me pass through. He's probably gonna give me a brief. So far so good. Looks like it's leading me through all of these back ways, and I don't want to go through that building. Hope I didn't skip any ticket points. So I'll buy a ticket for my bicycle and for myself. This is so unorganized. But when the guy asked me what country I was from, I said South Africa, and he was like, "Oh, Table Mountain," and then then everything speeded up, and yeah, he basically helped me just to skip through everything. Right, got my ticket, bicycle ready. Heading over to that island there. And off I go onto the ferry. Last one. Ferry only cost me $8, and I was able to tap with my phone. That $8 also included my bike. I mean, that's pretty good, I'm happy with that. Welcome to Georgetown. While that I'm now on the island, I'm not too sure where to start. There's quite a lot to see. It's been such a hectic morning. I need to try and find a place to find my bearings and to make a plan. Well, here we have Little India. Let's go see what it looks like. Hollywood is here. Definitely smell the spices. Right, so Little India was definitely little. Chinese Taoist temple. This is the inner court. Take a look what you can find inside here. So these are all altars of their ancestors, where it's got the the name of the husband and the wife on each tablet, and then they would come here and pay their respects to their ancestors. Definitely has its unique characters. I really like the size of these incense sticks. Guessing these are the main ancestors reserved. Could be mistaken, but it's probably the emperor. Yeah, they're giving out food to the elderly. There is a lot of elderly Chinese that most likely can't afford to live in this city anymore. Little guided tour going on. I expect today is going to be one of those crazy days for me. It's still morning, I think it's around 10 o'clock, and there's a lot to do here. At that time this is going to be like a whole side quest, side mission, pushing through that insane traffic. I think it was 45 kilometers, and yeah, taking a beating mentally. But I stayed strong, and I knew that once I get to a place I can actually start to feel better and clear my mind a bit, then it would go better. Because when you're in that toxic traffic and that rush, you know, you're tired, you're pushing hard on the bicycle, your legs are sore, your bum is sore, there's just traffic everywhere, it gets frustrating. And when you get to places where it's quite nice, where I would usually stop and take a moment and enjoy the views and enjoy the architecture and culture. Yeah, then when you're in those chaotic mindsets, then you don't actually feel like doing it, you know. But now I'd rather just yeah, slow down a bit. Well, I can slow down a bit now and start to enjoy what I came here for. Thousand. When they turn to take a photo with the bicycle and the mural on the wall. You know, if you don't get that photo, then you won't shy. Oh, yeah. Now us bottom feeders, we just take pictures from far with a zoom lens. These are all lights that they got dangling from the trees. So it must be quite interesting in the evening. Shiny road. These houses that I'm going through, and this platform that I'm walking on, it's all a jetty. It's all water underneath here, part of the ocean, and they got all their houses above it. Imagine this being your street. Yeah, it's got, even has your post box on it. There's another one on the other side that I want to go have a look at. However, it looks like there's a lot of tourists there. Let's go check it out. Well, there, as you've seen, most of this one is just a lot of tourist souvenir shops. So it's not really that authentic. It's got little ice cream shops and little snack bars and those type of things. You know, it's really just catered for the tourist. Well, at least they got a sense of humor. Peloton, I can go slipstream behind. Oh boy, I'm gonna dive hunger in this place. This is like their portions. Yeah. Legit. All these residents on these jetties, each individual jetty, that is all individual clans. So basically, it's all just one big family, and they got their houses on them. It's like a little community, basically, you know. It's all one massive family, and they live on one single jetty. It will actually be quite weird for the residents to have all of these tourists coming, peeping in their houses. I'm pretty sure that they must be compensated in some way, financially, or maybe just the upkeep of the properties, because it is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. These shrines all in front of these jetties, these clan houses. So this is most likely where they pay respect to their ancestors. Now these jetty shrines where they pay respect to their ancestors are relatively small compared to the ones in town. Now these ones, some of them are only about 70 years old. Some of the other ones that I saw is just a little bit over 100 years. The ones back in town, they date back for a couple of hundreds of years. So they got a lot longer legacy of family. These must be the witch doctors. The Chinese. This one must be very important. They've got a glass door in front of it, and it's surrounded by glass. You come through that glass door. Those glass doors are locked up, and also it's got an aircon inside. There's so much to see in this city that one day you won't be able to cover it all. Impossible. This is only the old section of it, and there is a whole lot other to it. There is the more modern side of it as well. Trying to navigate these streets here, it's pretty intense when you got your bikepacking bike with you. There's tourists walking everywhere. And there's also motorbikes and vehicles and buses, so it is quite a lot to handle all at once. And then still take some videos. There are hundreds of streets like that, and yeah, you won't be able to complete this place. You just got to pick a few and then just do it. Otherwise, you'll end up spending forever here. It is a maze. They just flow into this place and then just cause this endless stream of traffic jams down virtually every street. I'm already over it, eh? Enough is enough. Can't even cycle here at all. So I'm just gonna go see where I'm gonna be keeping tonight. So I found my room and it's a self check-in, so you punch in a code on the handle and it opens up, and this is it. Got an aircon, got a soft bed, white sheets, a little table, and then I'll show you the bathroom now. There's a bathroom, shower, bum gun, there you go. There's a little kitchen that it's got. As you see, I am staying in some type of dormitory, except I've got my own private bed. Good. This is my supper. Chocolate buns, some cheese buns, and a liter of chocolate milk. Bon appetit!